Without further ado, please welcome the Boxer Rebellion.
Hello. It's me. Big ideas. For the first time in my life, I have seen the relevance of love when you don't have much, when it's what you need. And I have big ideas for you and me. I feel lucky with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. I feel lucky with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. I feel lucky with the worst luck. Wish I'd met you now before you broke it up. Big ideas. You're the shadow stealing light against the wall. You're the dream I had just before I woke up. Am I running through them audios at all? And I have big ideas for you and me. I feel lucky with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. I feel lucky with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. I feel lucky with the worst luck. Wish I'd met you now before you broke it up. I feel lucky with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. I feel lucky with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. And I with the worst luck that I met you when I felt messed up. Ideas with the worst luck. Wish I met you now before you broke. And I with the worst that I met you when I felt messed up. With the worst wish I met you now before. Big ideas. Wish I met you now before. Big ideas. Thank you. Howdy. Good morning. Well, that song was called Big Ideas. I'll tell you that retrospectively. This song's called Let's Disappear. It's the mask you hide behind, but I can change your mind. We can bring this us back from wrong, bring it back to where we belong. There's a pressure to do what's good. I wanna do everything I should. Let's disappear, let's disappear. Let's get out of here, get out of here. We're moving on, we're moving on. I'm an outline in the night, a silhouette to the light. Even before the day could see, I saw your eyes look straight through me, and the pressure to do what's good. I wanna do everything I should. So let's disappear, let's disappear. Let's get out of here, get out of here. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Let's disappear, let's disappear. Let's get out of here, get out of here. We're moving on, we're moving on. Let me disappear away with you. Let's get out of here and wave to something new. Yeah, we're moving on. Let's disappear, let's disappear. Let's get out of here, get out of here. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Let's disappear, let's disappear. Let's get out of here, get out of here. We're moving on, we're moving on.
Thanks so much for coming, guys. Everybody, welcome to the Levi's Lounge for KFOG. Nathan and Andrew, Boxer Rebellion. New album's called Ocean by Ocean. And guys, it's great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
You know,
Yeah. It's been a few years.
It's been a few years. I just wanted to, Nathan, the story of how everything started. When people hear your accent, they will probably not realize that you grew up in a place called Maryville, Tennessee, which is where you were from, right?
Yeah.
But what I love the most about your story is, you know, after you lost your mom, you know, it's something like that, like in life, where sometimes the things that are painful to us make us take major moves, and you went to London. So tell us the rest of that story.
I was going to do a study abroad, and I kind of thought I was going to go for like 6 months, something like that. And then when my mom passed away, I ended up doing the study abroad, but I didn't have my mother missing me, I guess, you know what I mean? So I kind of just ended up meeting some of the guys, and I stayed, and 16 years later, I'm still there, and I still go back home, but I was home actually like last week, but.
Yeah, and you did the Live in Tennessee album there too, right?
Yeah, we did.
Tell me
That was interesting.
What was that like for you? Because when you go home, this is something I know that, you know, I haven't seen you talk about, but I wanted to ask you, what is it, culture shock? Is it good to go home?
It's really good to go home. The weird thing is performing in front of like people that you went to high school with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like they're gonna think you're a fraud. We know the real, really dorky loner you.
Yeah.
And then
Well, like all music lovers, you know,
Yeah.
that's where you get. That's why you dive in, you know, for those reasons. But that's great. So tell me about when you finally realized that that's where you wanted to form the band, spend your whole life, and how you found the rest of the guys.
Well, I kind of, and I guess I was probably, I don't know, a junior in high school, sophomore in high school, and I was really into like a lot of Brit pop. I was watching your show a lot,
Thank you.
and yeah, Oasis, Blur, stuff like that, old Stone Roses stuff, and then that kind of got me into music really, and then it was kind of almost like this. Going back to the promised land when I went back to London, and I kind of had this idea that I wanted to meet some people, play music. I didn't think it would kind of amount to anything, but I'm still there.
Yeah, here we are, right? 5
Yeah.
albums later, and then doing a hometown concert and everything. Now, Andrew, tell me about when you first met Nathan. What was the feeling like then?
You were absolutely gobsmacked, and
Yeah,
you
I
can't
just
take your eyes
It
off.
was like a vision. I thought I'd gone to heaven.
No. No, but I mean, like, did you know you two would gel and it'd be time to write?
Well, it's kind of a strange story because I was on tour supporting these guys
Yeah.
in a different act, and so it was in a slightly different. It was a different vibe, but we all just got on as friends, and then I got a call out of the blue one day saying, "Would I like to come and play some guitar with them?" So I did, and first thing we did, well, I learned their entire back catalogue, which is about 4 albums. So I had quite a lot of work to do, and then we started writing together, and that really gelled. It was just fairly easy. There was no pressure on me or on them, and it was like everybody was quite excited about the new dynamic, I think.
Yeah.
We were in a good position where it kind of was at the end of a cycle. So
it was phase 2, which was really great. Now I got to ask you this, Nathan. You went through a period where you went with that. You had that burst appendix, which I know is very painful, and that sidelined you for a little bit. Did you do any writing at that period of time while you were laid up?
well, we were doing. We hadn't released an album yet, and so I wrote a few things. There's a song on our first album around that time called "We Have This Place Surrounded," which is kind of a special song for us. That was written around that time, but it was. It kind of put things kind of into some sort of perspective. It was a weird time, but everyone goes through this kind of stuff.
Now there are certainly people that are fans of yours in the room, but for those who know all about you, what is one thing that you really haven't said about yourselves? I love that. Do you have any really funny story or anything that, and what from touring life or even hanging out in London? Tell me.
Well, I think to some people it's always come across that we've had our luck's been weird. We've had good luck. I mean, for a band to continue being able to do what we do, I would say we're quite lucky. But in the scheme of things, and one of my favorite stories is we had rehearsed and we had packed out. And this was years ago. It was like when our first single came out. And there was a radio station in London called XFM, and I think it's called Radio X now. Yeah. But Piers and I was going back with Piers, and we got in his car and turned on the car, and our single was on the radio. And at first I thought, is he listening to our music in his car? I thought that was kind of strange. And then I realized, wait, this is the radio. We're actually being played on the radio. And then about 30 seconds into the song, it started fading out. And then the DJ came on and said, "Sorry, I didn't mean to play that one."
That is, oh boy.
That's brutal.
Man. That is, it's unbelievable.
So,
yeah, I can only imagine.
Have you ever done that?
No, I have not actually. Because I, if the band's listening, or if somebody loves that song, try not to do that.
Yeah. Surely you just let it play to the end. Right?
Did they ever play it again?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, we know you got played too on whether it's Radio 1 or Absolute when it was Virgin and XFM later on. So that's the good news. That's a good story though. That's good. That's got to be. Just that experience is really funny. But so Big Ideas, the first single from the record. You talk about meeting someone really special, but it being the wrong time in your life. Is that something that you've gone through personally recently?
No, I mean I've been married 8 years. So
And you have a
no.
2-year-old son now, or how old is it?
I have a little son. He's almost 3.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
great.
he's good. A good little boy.
But
No, it's just sometimes I try and put myself, in other people's shoes. I kind of and I think everyone goes through that, whether it's kind of a romantic relationship or just a relationship that, even living in London, and it seems like it's a transient kind of place because you don't. A lot of people don't raise a family there. They'll move out of London. So I've had a lot of friends that move in and they move out. And it's that kind of thing where you connect. It's basically about connecting with someone that there's a connection, but it's just the wrong time.
yeah, well, that's a great song, absolutely.
Thank
and you
you.
did write a song about, your relationship with your son on the record too, didn't you?
Well, I wrote a song based off of I was looking for books for him because he's really into his books, and it was a children's book, and it was titled. I don't even know if it was the title, but I saw it, and it was the lyric. I choose to be happy, even when I feel bad, and I kind of switched it, and that ended up being a song called "Let It Go,"
Yeah.
not the Disney song.
Yeah. But you've heard it, of course. It's
Yeah.
a movie with him, right? Of
Oh
course.
yeah, I've seen Frozen.
Yeah, many a times, right? No, I know.
Yeah.
You read to him a lot?
Huh?
Do you read to him a lot?
Yeah. He prefers his mom, but I try not to take too much offense to that.
No, it's great. Guys, it's so good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming by. I love seeing you again. Everybody, let's make some noise for the Boxer Rebellion again.
Thanks.
They're going to play a couple more songs for you right now.
Always. Do you want to do that? What's easiest? That's fine. Okay. This is a song from our last album called Always. You never worried too much when we both were young. You cover up your heart and you cover up alone. The more I saw a difference in you, you lost your nerve. The more your best intentions were just left unheard. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. And always remember me when you are lost and when you're in need. And always remember us if you miss the mark, even if you fall apart. Never the interference that we run with now. When you see the daylight that could soon go out, we only seem to talk of being misunderstood, when nothing else mattered, when what we knew was good. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. And always remember me when you are lost and when you're in need. And always remember us if you miss the mark, even if you fall apart. remember me when you are lost and when you're in need, and always remember us if you miss the mark, even if you fall apart. Hey, gonna do one more. So if no one's ever heard of us before, this is not our usual thing. So, meaning like we don't usually do acoustic kind of.
Especially for you today.
Yeah. There you go. We love you. So those other songs, they're all quite fast and rocky. So this is one that's kind of more to what it actually is. It's called Pull Yourself Together. I see turns you never take. Don't cancel out, don't stop, don't wait. Pull yourself together, take everything you need. Open up to open arms and up to disagree. Pull yourself together, pull yourself together for me. Everyone is waiting for you from the other end to the end you run to. So pull yourself together, take everything you need. Open up to open arms and up to disagree. Pull yourself together, pull yourself together for me. Pull yourself together, pull yourself together. Open up to open arms and up to disagree. Pull yourself together, pull yourself together for me. Thank you.